Detecting 3 targets.
to do?
Take them out.
Orpheus!
All right. The
I'll go
enemy's
with-
down.
Persona.
All right.
What
The
to
enemy's
do?
down.
Orpheus!
All right. The enemy's down.
Orpheus!
You dodged it. Well done. You dodged it. Well done. You dodged it.
I'll
Well
go
done.
with-
All right. The enemy's down.
Orpheus!
The enemy's down.
go with-
Good hit.
Orpheus!
All right. The enemy's down. You dodged it. Well done. You dodged it.
What to
Well
do?
done.
Orpheus!
The enemy's down. Good hit.
Orpheus!
Nicely done.
What to do?
Enemy eliminated.
Persona.
Good. That's one
go
less to
with-
worry about.
Orpheus!
Excellent work. You hit a weak spot.
Come!
Excellent work. You hit a weak spot.
I'll go with.
Come! Persona!
All right. You won.
All right.
Great work out there.
I'll go with.
Orpheus!
All right. The enemy's down.
What to do?
Orpheus!
The enemy's down. Good hit.
Come!
All right.
to
The
do?
enemy's down.
Orpheus!
Excellent work. You hit a weak spot. You've been poisoned.
I'll go
Can
with.
anyone treat it?
Persona.
Nicely done.
to do?
Enemy eliminated.
Orpheus!
All right.
go
The
with-
enemy's down. All right. The enemy's down.
Never mind.
There!
Mrs. Bat, watch your health.
Sub. I'll go with.
Orpheus!
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
Orpheus!
All right.
To
The
do
enemy's
with
down.
that.
Mrs. Bat, watch Watch your health.
Come! Persona!
All right, the enemy's down.
There! A little.
This is bad.
I'll go
Watch
with-
your health.
Orpheus!
All right, the enemy's
to do?
down.
Orpheus!
Well done.
Somehow made it.
Let's continue exploring. 3 enemies. They shouldn't be a problem.
This is
All right,
I'll
the
go
enemy's
with-
down.
it! Orpheus!
All right, the enemy's down.
Orpheus!
You dodged it.
I'll go
Well done.
with-
Orpheus!
All right, the enemy's
to
down.
Come!
All right, the
go
enemy's
with-
down.
Orpheus!
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. Excellent. You avoided it.
Come! Persona!
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
Orpheus!
I'll go with.
Persona!
What to do?
Orpheus!
No, I'll go with.
Orpheus!
Persona. I'll go with.
Orpheus!
What to do?
Persona!
Persona. What to do?
Orpheus!
You dodged it. Well done.
Orpheus!
Just one target
to
left.
do?
Finish this.
Orpheus! Persona!
done.
It's over.
Great work out there.
Persona!
What to do?
Come!
You dodged the attack. Nice one.
Here we go. I'll go with.
Persona!
Yes.
You dodged it. That's our leader.
Never mind.
There!
Our leader's in danger.
Something else. I'll go with.
Orpheus!
Our leader's in danger.
Orpheus!
You dodged it. That's our leader.
Here we go. I'll go with.
Come! Persona!
That's it. Enemy down.
No.
Orpheus!
It's a clean hit.
I'll go with.
Orpheus!
You dodged it. That's our leader.
Orpheus!
You dodged it. That's our leader.
What to do? Persona.
You dodged it. That's our leader.
Orpheus!
You dodged it. That's our leader.
Something else. Here we go. Yes.
You dodged it.
I'll go
That's
with.
our leader.
Persona!
What to do?
Orpheus!
You dodged the attack. Nice one.
There!
You dodged the attack. Nice one.
There!
That about does it. No shadows detected. I'll begin searching for the monster's weaknesses. Please Please, give me some time.
What to do?
Orpheus! How the hell?
It's done. I can start the analysis at any time. Please tell me when to activate it. I didn't know I had this kind of power.
Your ability is just what we'd hoped for. It's even more accurate than Mitsuru's. What to do?
Orpheus!
The enemy's aura has shifted. So they were changing their affinity. No wonder.
I'll go with Persona.
Persona!
No, I don't think I will.